Amberly here? She passed away. What?
I don't know what happened. I blacked out, and when I came to, she was dead.
Today we're watching 4 of the craziest crimes police discovered on camera. Number 4, surrender. In December 2022, the police were dispatched to do a wellness check on Amberly Harris in Independence, Kentucky. When they arrive, they meet Amberly's boyfriend, Tommy Powell.
Is Amberly here? Amberly? She passed away. What?
Immediately, Powell is handcuffed.
Where is she? Just put your hands where
Where is she?
Watching something.
She's in the back.
While the other cops search the house, one officer questions Powell.
When did all this just happen?
Monday morning, Sunday.
Monday morning.
And he's taken to the cruiser.
Do you want to tell me what happened here?
We're fighting
When were you guys fighting?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. What started the fight?
At the station, he's brought in for more questioning.
Apparently we got a call to your home. What's going on? Your girlfriend? Okay.
So, real quick, who lives there? Whose name's on the lease?
And he knows there's no way out now.
We have officers that are at your house right now, okay? Obviously, we need to be able to kind of process that scene effectively, and what'll make that scene processing a little bit easier is if you take on this consent to search form and allow us access to the search room. Is that okay?
Tommy Powell was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years. Number 3, busted. Now we're in Arkansas, and a state trooper just pulled over a vehicle.
Hey sir, I'm Trooper Brown, Arkansas State Police. The reason I'm stopping you, you're continuously driving in the left lane without passing, impeding the flow.
The driver is identified as Christopher Goodman.
Those people behind me traveling with you?
No, sir.
No?
He's been on since before Batesville, honestly.
Okay, you've been called in as a reckless driver as well. I don't know if you're aware of that.
So the trooper reports about the situation.
So, this guy that's called in that was reckless, I've stopped him for impeding the flow of traffic, continuously driving in the left lane. He's got history. I'm trying to look right now to see if he is a probationer or anything with a search waiver on file. If that's the case, probably go ahead and get him out, do a quick search.
Soon, backup arrives at the scene.
I'll tell you kind of what's going on, man. So I noticed you're a parolee with search waiver on file, all right? You got some prior history. I want to make sure that you're okay to drive. You're not DWI or anything like that.
Now, it's time to search the vehicle. And of course, they find narcotics.
Honestly, I didn't even really shoot.
Let me ask you this. Would you test positive on a drug test right now? If I was to drug test you right now? Probably so. Yeah?
Yes, sir, but that is not.
So
Goodman was arrested and charged with possession of substances and also received citations for impeding traffic and no headlights operating in rainy conditions. Number 2, betrayal. On April 15, 2021, 20-year-old Brianna Ratliff was reported missing in Coshocton, Ohio. The search for leads began, but turned up nothing in the end. 2 days later, Brianna's body was found in an empty home. Soon, the police had a suspect, Brianna's friend Blake Grewell, so he's brought in for an interview.
Do you guys talk or hang out?
We hadn't talked in a long time until more recently because I felt bad because I hadn't messaged her in a while.
Okay, how'd you message her?
According to Grewell, he met Brianna the day she went missing and that she seemed distressed before going home.
So, you go home, okay. When do you next try to message her?
It was a little while later. It was about 7:40-ish when I messaged her.
Okay, what she said? Did she respond?
No.
Grewell said he went to the abandoned home with her before, the home where Brianna's body was eventually found. Now the detective is suspicious.
You said there's a possibility there would be DNA?
Yes, because I have been in there before.
Okay, when was the last time?
Let's see.
I know you said about last summer, but it sounds like maybe a little sooner than that.
And he drops a shocking detail.
And you didn't have gloves on there?
What do you mean? I definitely had gloves on. I know I did.
No, you didn't have them down there at the park.
What do you mean?
When you walked down there,
Uh-huh.
we got you on video. You don't have them on there.
Finally, Grewell breaks under the pressure.
I don't know what happened. I blacked out, and when I came to, she was dead.
Blake Grewell was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole. Number 1, neglect. In Cedar City, Utah, a woman makes this urgent 911 call.
And are you feeling violent at all?
No.
All right. And do you have access to any weapons?
No.
Okay.
When police arrive, they find the woman, identified as Sarah Mills, waiting outside her house.
You got family coming to look after your dog?
No, they need to be seized.
They need to be seized?
Yes.
So the EMT helps Sarah into the ambulance.
Can I have your permission to go inside your home and see what you got going on? Okay.
And the officers finally get the big picture.
She says she's got 19 dogs. She can't care for.
Keep in mind, city law prohibits keeping more than 2 dogs at a time.
She thinks she's going to go to jail for that. She wants to go to jail for that.
But it's worse than they imagined.
But I can smell it. I could barely sit in the ambulance because she smells so bad. And I imagine that if I can smell it, and I'm not even in the house, coming from within the house is horrible.
And now it's time to visit Sarah in the hospital.
Have you ever had a police case about this kind of thing before in Tennessee?
I have had, the rape.
Sarah Mills pleaded guilty to 9 counts of cruelty in October of 2022. She was ordered to pay a fine of $690. She was also sentenced to 60 days of home confinement.